Have you ever been in a room full of people laughing, talking, living and felt completely, silently, impossibly alone, not lonely? That is different. Loneliness wants company. This feeling, this one does not want company. It wants something else, something it cannot name. We all know how it goes. One day we are born, one day we die. Everything that happens in between we think we understand, but everything that happened before and will happen after, we know nothing about. As a result, it is incredibly difficult to say what the meaning or importance of us being here really is. Just pause and take a moment to think about your core values. And just ask the question, why? Why do you believe those things? Where did they come from? Who did they come from? If you keep asking, you will eventually arrive at a point where there is no longer an answer. You will arrive at nothing. This three-lettered word, stress why, is capable of making everything that feels like the rock of your foundation start to become slippery. Like quicksand dragging you into the realization that maybe, just maybe, your whole life hasn't been what you thought it was. You weren't born cold, they just made warmth unsafe. If you feel like a stranger, look at your origins. If you're a loner, your childhood likely did this to you through hidden patterns. What hurt you more growing up? Was it emotional neglect, constant criticism, having to be strong too early, or simply being invisible? When you are invisible as a child, you learn to see through others. You develop a dangerous freedom, the freedom of needing nothing, trusting no one, and loving your solitude. You aren't antisocial. You are protecting the light you forgot you were. You are a lone wolf, not because you are broken, but because truth doesn't need defending, and you have chosen to walk away from the lies. The philosophy of nothingness. The life you are waiting for. It doesn't exist. In the darkest books of human history, like Ecclesiastes, we are reminded that everything under the sun is vanity. For the nihilist, life is meaningless. All action, suffering, and emotions are entirely senseless. Consider the glass cup metaphor. Optimists see it as half full, pessimists see it half empty. The nihilist, they say throw the entire cup away because what does it matter? Full, empty, good, bad, it is all irrelevant. We are all going to die anyway. Friedrich Nietzsche famously said, God is dead. He wasn't talking about a deity, but about the collapse of the power that religious and social orders once held. Now, we are thrown into life, and that explains everything. We have no grand design, no purpose. This is the existential horror of realizing our lives might just be a blip in time with no consequence whatsoever. There is a terrifying responsibility in being human. If life is truly meaningless, our response shouldn't be despair, but a radical freedom. If nothing matters, then you are finally free from the invisible mental chains of society. Nietzsche feared that because we cannot explain our values logically, we would head toward a catastrophe where nothingness creeps in. Look at social media today. People are destroying long-standing beliefs and charting new courses. But why are they wrong? No one can answer that. William Shakespeare wrote that life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. If this is true, why do you still feel like you owe the world a version of yourself that doesn't exist? Why are you sabotaging your potential? You are afraid to begin because the search for meaning is harder than the comfort of the void. The Sufis had a word for this feeling, Ghurba. It is the homesickness of the soul, not for a place on a map, for a place that has no coordinates. They said this feeling is not a disease, it is a compass. Because you can only be homesick for somewhere you have already been. You cannot miss a place you have never known. The materials of this world, the status, the achievements, the applause, they cannot fill this ache because they are the wrong shape. They are solid, and what is missing in you has no shape at all. You are a traveler who remembers the road was longer than this. What if you were never supposed to feel at home here? Not because life is a punishment, but because comfort kills the search. The search, the reaching, the aching, the questioning is the only thing that takes you back. So the next time that voice comes quiet, steady, saying, "I don't belong here," don't push it down. Don't apologize for it. It is the oldest thing in you. It is trying to remind you that you came from somewhere vast, and you carry that vastness with you. Even here, even now, the question is not, why don't I belong here? The question is, what did I come here to do before I forgot?